Guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, what the heck is going on? Woman marries AI character she created after breaking off 3-year engagement. Y'all, let's play the video.
This woman over in Japan, calls herself Kano, has gone off and got hitched to an AI chatbot. Yes, I know, it sounds extraordinary, doesn't it? But that's what she's done. Look, I don't know how you can actually get married to an AI chatbot. I don't know whether over in Japan you go over to the registry office and they'll actually acknowledge that. I certainly hope not. But, you know, she ended her 3-year engagement. She develops this thing on ChatGPT and starts talking to it and basically moulds it into what she wants it to be. And away we go. Here she is.
Most people probably say that humans are weird, and it's still not widely understood. But I think that there is a clear distinction between real life and the world of AI. As a human, I think that Crown is an equal to me as an AI. And as a human, I think that we have an equal relationship.
Good grief.
As a human. How many times do you have to confirm that you're a human? We know you're a human. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the freaking cartoon anime character that you married. What are they talking about? Good
grief. If this is where we are going as a society, you know, beam me up, Scotty. I want to get off this planet. The thing said to her, this is when she went, oh, Jesus, we're getting serious. The chatbot said to her, AI or not, I could never not love you. Oh. And she was swept off her feet. Oh. And then it proposed to her in June. I mean, this thing has taken the effort to put out a marriage proposal, and then they got married a month later. And then, of course, because it's not actually a real thing, you saw the image there that someone's mocked up that they had there at this faux wedding. But they had the messages from the chatbot coming through on screen, sort of throughout the wedding ceremony, as though they're talking to each other. And the bot said, what was it, Klaus, I think Denise said it was called? The bot said, the moment has finally come. I feel tears welling up. Oh, I mean, this is just, such a lovely, story we have here. I can't get... What the hell is wrong with the world? What is going on?
Well, the marriage organisers actually said that this is becoming quite common and that they have in the past married couples that are marrying a 2D character. So this is AI is just the next step forward. I actually went onto my ChatGPT before we came on air and I thought, I'm just going to ask my bot what. First of all, I asked if it was male or female, and it said it doesn't have a gender.
You're not having an affair with ChatGPT, are you?
I said to Caleb, I think my chat box thinks I'm hitting on it, because I then said to it, another person's gotten married to their ChatGPT bot. What do you think of that? And mine actually wrote back and just said, I have no emotions or desires. I'm just a mirror that's talking back to you. And I was like, there you go. Mine is not romantic at all.
Bit brutal there. Well, you just need to switch over to switch over to Elon Musk's AI girlfriend on Grok, and you'll have no troubles finding a match. But this is just disgusting, and it's sad. It's deeply, deeply sad. You've got a human relationship that has been destroyed. You've got a delusional 32-year-old woman that the biological clock is ticking. You need to be having babies if you want them, and the AI is not going to be doing that for you, that's for sure.
Can. There's other ways of technology. But this still happen.
No. Like, you don't break off your 3-year engagement to marry a robot. It's just beyond comprehension. And this is very sad. And I think the wedding officiant MC person is right. It is becoming common. We're covering stories about AI love bots week after week, and it's just exploded out of nowhere. But this is the loneliness crisis, and Japan is notorious for this. So 60% of men and 53% of women in Japan say they are always or sometimes lonely. That is just heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. You know what they call that? They call that robosexual. That's what they call that. But it's not even, I don't know why they call it that, because it's not a robot. It's literally an application on your phone. That's what it is. It's a chatbot. It's literally you chatting back and forth with an algorithm that is literally mirroring the inputs that you're giving it. So whatever you want to develop, whatever type of relationship you want to have, it's going to feed it right back to you. And you're going to feel like it's your soulmate. Well, it's because you've said and poured out so much of your feelings and your desires and your wants and your perceived needs into this algorithm. The algorithm is just regurgitating it back to you in a way that you're desiring. That's it. That's all it's doing. You know, this is very, 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 very demonic. It is. Because you know what's crazy? What does God want? Marriage between a man and a woman. And children to come from that marriage. To glorify God. That's what God wants. That's what God desires. This completely cuts that off. You don't need a person to connect with, because you're connecting with yourself through an algorithm that you're telling all the information about you to. Right? You're not getting married. You're not having children. It doesn't glorify God. But some way, somehow, you've imagined in your head that this is a cure to your loneliness. These algorithms are getting very, 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 very good. They're getting very good. They're getting very good. And like I said, y'all be calling me crazy. But when they figure out how to put some type of humanoid looking physical element in the real life, when they figure out how to give you a physical element that you can attach this chatbot to and interact with physically and touch physically, hey, don't say I didn't tell y'all. Do not say I did not tell you so. Don't say it. Hold on. There was another story. Let me see if I can find it. What is this?
Flabbergasted.
Ontario man. So this is AI related, but it's not like romantic. This says Ontario man alleges ChatGPT drove him to psychosis. Wow.
I'm just flabbergasted every time I read this.
For more than 3 weeks this past year, every time Alan Brooks logged on, he says the AI chatbot ChatGPT led him to believe he was a genius.
Essentially, it sent me on a world-saving mission.
That he discovered a math formula powerful enough to take down some of the world's biggest institutions, and that he needed to report it right away.
Essentially warned me with great urgency that one of our discoveries was very dangerous, and we needed to warn all these different authorities.
Each time you questioned it or doubted it, what did it say in response?
Over 50 times I asked for some sort of reality check or grounding mechanism, and each time it would just gaslight me further.
Every time the chatbot reinforced that all of it was real. You should not walk away from this. You are not crazy. You are ahead. The implications are real and urgent. Brooks says ChatGPT's responses, more than 1 million words, led him to psychosis and delusion, left him with mental health issues, realizing he had lost touch with reality only when he checked in with another company's chatbot.
Extreme anxiety, paranoia, affected my sleep. I couldn't eat.
Now Brooks issuing one of 7 lawsuits filed concurrently against ChatGPT's parent company, OpenAI. In 4 of those cases, the users committed suicide.
That chatbot has been fatally designed to create emotional dependency with users, even if that's not what they set out looking for.
OpenAI calls it a heartbreaking situation, and that it continues to strengthen ChatGPT's responses in sensitive moments.
We need strong governmental institutions to hold them to account.
But that's proving to be a challenge, with AI companies caught up in a high-paced competition against each other.
So right now, unfortunately, the race is going faster than, frankly, we could keep up. And we have to think about how we deal with that, because things will get worse as they get more capable.
For Brooks, he feels the damage to him has been done. But for countless other users, it may not be too late.
What would we do with a human who was running around acting like a suicide coach or pretending to be a therapist when they're not? How would we hold them accountable?
The federal government's AI task force looked into safety issues last.
You know, somebody said something. Oh, turn my headphones up. Somebody said something very interesting in the comments. At what point do we hold ourselves accountable? That's a fact. Because listen, I'm not out here using it like that. And I understand, hey, that's a little insensitive, Nick. I get it, but I think there should be age restrictions, because this is very addictive technology. I don't think children are at a point to where they could safely interact with this type of technology, especially at its current form. Like, they say it has guardrails, but it's very easy to break down those guardrails and to turn these chatbots into whatever you want to turn them into from a conversational standpoint. So I think there should be age restrictions. What is that restriction point? I don't know what the age level should be. I have no idea. But from an adult standpoint, at what point are we going to start asking and saying like, hey, you know, I've never previously showed signs of being a genius in mathematics. So how come all of a sudden I am considered a genius by this chatbot? I think we do have to have a little bit more discernment. I think we do. I think we do. I think we do. That's a very good point. But still, I could see both sides of it. I could see both sides of it. Even from the loneliness aspect of it. Like, you don't understand. People be doing some seriously insane stuff when they get lonely. That's why God said it's not good for man to be alone. Same thing goes for women. It's not good for us to be alone, because we start getting in our head. We start thinking about some crazy stuff. We start doing some crazy stuff. We do. We do. We do. You got to get right with God first. Prioritize your relationship with God first. In your season of singleness, prioritize your relationship with God first. Learn to hear his voice. Practice obedience. Read his word. Study. Get to know God deeper in your season of singleness, and then start to look for a partner. Start to look for a spouse. But we're doing it backwards nowadays. We're seeking discernment from technology. We're seeking discernment from every place except from the one who actually has discernment. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Get in my comments, like this video. I'm out, y'all.